Hey,
Hey,
there's a chance that
yeah.
I might do a podcast with Jason Billows, but I want you to know it will never interfere with our hangout.
It's not it's not on the same day and time, is it?
No,
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to happen. We got as far as we should do a podcast together. What do you want to call it?
Yeah.
And I suggested Struggle Buddies. He said he didn't like it,
And
and
he did great, I'll call you. Yeah.
he, he was like, "I'm not really a fan of Struggle Buddies." And I even had I even had theme music. Hold on, let me see if I can
He
find it.
already has like a whole intro thing.
It would be a different podcast. This would be the theme music. Oh no, wait.
Wait,
That's an ad. Hold on.
wait, you're gonna do like a whole thing with him, like a weekly thing?
This is what I said, but he didn't like it. I don't know. I mean, this was us bullshitting on Skype the other day. I don't know if it like counts as a real thing.
Daniel Barrett.
I like podcasting. I want to get into podcasting more. I have my own podcast. But
I
it's
know.
not
How's that going?
good. I've got two so far. I have to figure out how to like. I've got these fancy dots on my face, light dots.
Oh no, like me.
Yeah, do you?
Mine. There's
Light
mine.
dots?
On my nose. There it is.
That's not a light. Your dot's not made of pure light.
It's not.
Your dot is like filthy.
I believe that when this computer was in the first floor of my house, I think it got wet. I don't know what the hell. I've got a spot. It won't come out. I even inquired about pulling the whole thing apart and kind of figuring out how to clean it, and nothing. I got nothing. All right. I'm pouring my beer.
Okay, so let's get. I'll start everybody off. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's SEO and IPA. It's the fun weekly hangout about inbound marketing, entrepreneurship, and more for cool people of all shapes, stripes, and colors. As always, I'm Daniel Barrett here from Two Friendly Nerds. That is TWOFriendlyNerds.com, the world's friendliest web design and marketing company. And with me, as always, is officially the only reason that anyone ever watches this show, the brains behind the operation, currently the highest rated contributor on Yahoo Answers. It is Patti D'Alessio from reinventinteractive.com. That is reinventinteractive.com. Patti, how can I tell if I'm pregnant?
Good
Those
one.
are my favorite ones, the ones that are like life and death situations that someone decided to post on Yahoo Answers.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
There's got to be a blog that collects the worst Yahoo Answer question and answers, right?
There has to be. Do you remember Ask Jeeves?
Yeah, I love Ask Jeeves.
Is that still is that still a thing?
It's not still a thing. It's ask.com now. Ask.
Oh, okay, right.
But, some stand-up comedian made an Ask Jeeves joke, and I was like the only one that laughed in the whole. Because I remember thinking that Ask Jeeves, I was like, this is the future. Computers are going to understand you. And of course, Ask Jeeves like never worked. It like did not work. You would type in like a question, and it would just give you regular search results. Like it wasn't particularly good. But I just love the idea of like it's a butler. He was like a butler, and he had the thing, you know, like the thing draped over his whatever.
Right.
Yahoo Answers, though. So here's my idea. Yahoo Answers is proof that SEO doesn't work because it is always the top-rated thing, and it is never high-quality information. So I call bullshit. Google, calling you on it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, today's all about Google, right? The good, the bad, the weird, the...
Good, the bad, the ugly. Let's talk about our beers.
Okay, I guessed your beer.
You guessed my beer off air only by seeing this. So anyone who's this.
If anyone ever doubted my beer prowess, should stop it.
All right, so only yeah. But if anyone ever doubts that Patti knows her beer, from only this she guessed not only the brewery but the type of beer. So if you guess, pretend that what happened earlier didn't happen, and you can guess what this is. Patty, you go first. I'll pour mine. You pour yours.
Okay. Oh shit. I hope it's not one of those things where you make me cry from laughing. That's happened way too many times. Okay, I am drinking out of a can today.
Okay.
This is called Manayunk Yunkin Pumpkin. I told you, November is all beer, all pumpkin all the time. So, anyway, this is a local brewery to me. Manayunk is it's a part of Philadelphia. It's one of the sections of Philadelphia. I used to work there, and I happened to work right around the block from this place when they were actually building it, which I recall fondly. It was a co-op of mine in college. So anyway, I've never had it. I don't usually drink out of cans. I kind of protest fundamentally, but there's a lot of really great beers in cans now.
Why is that? Because I like cans.
I don't know.
It's just a psychological thing.
It is. It's like wine out of a box, you know. It's just.
But there are amazing amazing wines in boxes now. Ironically enough.
I just can't do it. So, yeah, it's like acid wash jeans. It's just anyway.
Back in style now, big time acid wash.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm dating myself again. Okay, so from 1996. Yeah, so they were established in 1996. That's when I was on my co-op around the corner. Okay, totally get it. It's all here. So, it's low alcohol. It's only 5.5%. And I've never had it. So here we go. Oh, it's got a lot of spice. It's got some beautiful color. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Coming through. Oh my God, it's great.
Yeah?
It's great. Yeah.
On the spicy side? Was it last week you had something that was very spice heavy on the nose, but then it didn't really...
And then it didn't really fulfill. Yeah, this is a little bit forward. It has a little bit of a drier finish so that the spice doesn't stay with you, but it's actually not bad. And then, of course, because it's coming out of a can, I'm completely convinced I can taste the tinny can, but crazy. I don't know.
That's all like...
But the thing about cans, that I like, especially if you can get some really great beers in cans, is that they're really boat friendly and pool friendly for the summertime. You're not dealing with glass and potentially broken glass and bare feet.
Yeah.
So if you can get great beer in cans, go for it. But anyway, yeah, it's good. Now I know your beer. I'm trying to think. Did I actually taste this on air? I don't think I did. I think I
don't remember that, but that doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
It's okay. It's a good one. And okay, so do the big reveal, and I'll look what the interweb says about my beer.
Okay, cool. So I've got the Rogue Farms Pumpkin Patch Ale.
Yeah.
It's ale brewed with Rogue Farms pumpkins. So it says on the back here, created with pumpkins grown at Rogue Farms. Fresh pumpkins are picked, loaded onto a truck, driven to the brewery, and roasted and pitched into the brew kettle. And so it's interesting because it gives all the ingredients on the back. It says brewed with 15 ingredients. Yeah. The pumpkins, Rogue Farms Dare, Risk, Carafa 2, and Crystal Wheat malts, Rogue Independent hops, orange peel, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, vanilla, ginger, and nutmeg, free-range coastal water, and Pac-Man yeast.
Yep.
So it's so I opened this last night because it's a big bottle, obviously. So opened this last night and really enjoyed it. So here it is in the thing. It's got a really nice color.
Yeah.
Kind of almost like the color of like whiskey or something like it. And
can we compare them, the pumpkin to pumpkin? Yeah, mine's a little paler. Yours looks a little more orange.
Ambery, yeah.
Yeah. But is this your first Rogue beer? No. You had the Witch's Brew. That was also a Rogue, right?
I don't remember. I don't drink a lot of Rogue.
Yeah.
Not on purpose. I just don't. It's not something I usually pick up. I don't know why that is. But this is really nice because the spice is there, but it's not overwhelming at all. It tastes like a really nice, rich ale. And it's sort of like I want to say like the spices are kind of like an afterthought, but I mean that in a good way, in that it's like you can kind of get them there in the background, and it's seasonal enough without feeling like I'm drinking a beer that it's a caricature of autumn spices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So really good. It's a 6.1% alcohol, so a little heavier than yours, but not too heavy. And it was a really pleasant late night sipping beer, which is how I had it last night. And yeah, really enjoyed it.
Good, good.
Yay, cool.
I had that beer on Halloween this year. That's what I did.
Oh, cool. Got my little topper thing. I can theoretically. Oh, it went in there before. What happened? What happened, buddy?
Uh-oh.
I have to like put it. I gotta put it down like this, maybe.
No. See, that's the problem with the can. Normally, I take a taste of the beer and do what you're doing and have it.
I had this in here when I got here.
You did.
And now it won't go in.
Huh.
Weird. Okay. Well, anyway.
So
that's that.
Okay, so over the weekend, Dan, let me just set this up just a little bit. Over the weekend, I got a text from you about this one article about Chrome extensions, right? It was an article about useful Chrome extensions. You'll bring it up. I'm going to see if I can find it now. And, of course, I didn't get a chance to look at it until about Monday, but I thought it was awesome, and it hit at a really good time because I was just moving back. I'm having issues with my laptop, so I had to wipe it clean and start over, and there's still some issues. But I sat yesterday with that article, with my Chrome extensions, and kind of removed some that weren't working for me and added, you know, kind of some more. Yeah. And so for anybody that doesn't know, I mean, I would imagine anyone listening to this probably knows what a Chrome extension is, but we're talking about the Chrome browser. And the extensions are the little sort of apps or add-ons that you can, you know, include in your browser. So they're browser-based apps, not, you know, desktop or, you know, it's not like a piece of software. It's in the browser. So anyway, I loved this. I read it from top to bottom. You were pointing out your interest in sending it to me was about one of the extensions in particular that was about the Google URL Builder, which I thought was also really, really helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I loved this. I want to say thank you. I'm all in on us, you know, kind of chatting this one up today.
Cool.
And, you know, we can kind of just talk about what extensions we like, what we've got on, what we use every day. And we've done this talk before, but this is there's some new stuff added all the time, right?
Well, right. So one of the things that you pointed out to me a while ago that I was never able to figure out was Chrome profiles.
Yeah, did you figure that out yet?
It's in this list, so I figured it out that way. I could never really figure out how to do that. You know, it's interesting, too, because Google just rolled out multiple logins for Google.
I saw that, yeah.
So I just ran into that the other day where I logged into a client's AdWords account as them, and then popped back to my Gmail, and almost always I've been kicked out of Gmail, but this time I was able to be in both simultaneously, which is just that alone is, I was like, oh my God, thank you, good Lord, Jesus, you know, like, because I do that all day, but, you know, this is sort of allows you to, you know, have multiple kind of logins, even down to having different bookmark bars and, you know, stuff available for that. So
even
very
the Chrome extensions, Dan, even the Chrome extensions. Yeah,
exactly. Like extensions are different. Like everything's different. It's very useful. So I really dug that. You know, incognito mode. I think every healthy male alive knows about incognito mode. So we'll see that.
So what about password manager? Which one do you use?
I use 1Password. Do you use a password manager?
Yeah, I use LastPass.
So LastPass, does it have a web interface?
I think it has both, but I primarily use the web. Yeah.
Like I don't. 1Password doesn't have a web interface.
Okay.
It only has an app, which is a little, because I was kind of looking to it to share logins with freelancers or virtual assistants or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not really great for that because you have to have it on your computer.
Yeah. LastPass does that. That's actually how I found it. Someone shared a login with me, and I needed an account to get it, which is a great thing to have, right? Because you want to be able to control who has access, and you can kind of retract that, right?
Yeah, I think that's a big deal, and that's something that 1Password doesn't do. I do really like 1Password. I think it's really great. Uh,
Mm.
they've got a cool kind of like profile feature where you can autofill order forms and stuff with like your business or your
Yep.
personal or whatever. All this stuff is very handy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big deal. I know you said that one of the things you really liked was adding custom search engines, which is something that I knew about, but I haven't done because I don't really have any need for it. So, like, what excited you about that? And for those of you watching at home, what we're talking about is the search bar, which is also the address bar. They call it the Omni bar in Google
That's
Chrome.
right. That's right.
You can, if by default it searches Google, but you can add other search engine into it. So you can type, for example, YouTube and then colon and search YouTube or whatever. So what excited you about that? Because to me that's kind of like I knew you could do that, but I don't have any particular like use for it or anything.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you want to show it or if you're on
Yeah, I've got it
Chrome or
right
not.
here.
Well, first of all, what I thought was cool is that you don't. Well, we all know how to use site colon, right? So that's where you just search a website, and and you can just get the results of searching just one particular domain. So this is a little bit similar, but you can search any site. You can create your own places to search and give it your own sort of like like nickname or quick key, right? So, like, if you wanted to do Wikipedia, you could just do W colon and then whatever your search criteria is, and then set that up within the browser itself, and then you're just searching Wikipedia with like 2 keystrokes.
Yeah.
You know, which is really helpful. But yeah, so I thought that was good. I'm forever going back and forth to different search engines and looking for results and ads. Bing, you can just type Bing.com and then search it.
Right. Well, and it shows you too. This article shows you any website that has the percent
Yeah.
sign that for the search functionality, you can actually just tap directly into their search engine. So, for example, search your Google Drive,
Yep.
search Pinterest, search LinkedIn. LinkedIn, particularly, I think might be interesting. I've been using LinkedIn a lot this past couple weeks for new client prospecting and sales and stuff like that. So, yeah, very very cool. So other things that were interesting, the one that I'm not exactly sure where this is on this list, but one of the things that was really cool to me was the ability to have a extension that taps into the Google URL Builder. And URL Builder, if you're watching this, you might know what that is, but it's a tool that Google allows. So you pop in a link, it gives you sort of a long URL, and that allows you to track links that you send out. For example, if I mass email my email list with a link to a blog post and I want to know how much traffic I got from that particular link and how they behave, I build a little special link that allows me to track them. And that's what Google URL Builder does. And one of the reasons I never use Google URL Builder is because it's a giant pain in the butt. You got to go find it and I never know where it is. And it's like,
Well, it's the same every time. You don't really need the builder. You just need to know what the.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So this is like just a cute little thing, and you pop it in, and so that's cool, and it makes me much more likely to use it. And
that makes me very happy. Yeah, this makes me very, very happy.
That was why I forwarded it to you, right?
Yeah, because you know that I'm all over that. But let me see. So yeah, I added the Google URL Builder. I added a page rank, not a big deal. I added what font. I think you told me about that once before.
Yeah, what font is one of my all-time favorite extensions. It just tells you what the font name is on a website, which is like, it's crazy how, I mean, obviously we do web design, but it's crazy how often I need to know that, and I cannot remember for the life of me.
Right.
It's like it just mouse over and super, super useful.
Right.
One of my favorite ones, actually, I don't know, this one isn't on here, but one of my favorite ones, and I just got it again, is, let's see, what's it called? It's called, let's see. I got to open it up and...
Because we should bring up our extensions and kind of...
Yeah, we can look at our.
Kind of do a show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Okay. All
Um,
right.
do you have Boomerang for Gmail?
I do. I love Boomerang for Gmail.
Love that too.
Yep.
Got it. Um,
Let's see. So, the one that I just added that is super useful is full page screen capture. This
see,
is stupidly useful. It's ridiculous because it's such a simple idea, but it's like you want to screenshot an entire page.
like a scrolling, like beyond.
Page is longer than your screen.
Yes, yes, that.
What is that? So, ironically enough, I won't go too far into detail because it gets weirdly personal, but a member of my family
Yes.
been having some trouble with someone kind of being threatening or harassing on Facebook. So I went to that person's, and there's no way to save someone's Facebook feed. So I went to their Facebook feed, loaded like 9,000 screens of it, and then just captured the entire thing in a screenshot.
Yeah.
And I was like, now I feel like a private detective.
But can you search that once it's an image?
What's that?
Can you search that once it's an image?
I mean, if you pop it in Evernote, it's got screen recognition, stuff like that.
All right, all right.
It's just a screen, but it's just like so useful. And I've used it several times for competitor research. I'll go to their page and I'll screenshot the entire website. Anytime they like update their website, I'll screenshot their entire website so I can look at what they're doing and see what I like and blah blah blah, and kind of you can annotate it, especially if you're using Evernote, kind of annotate it with Sketch. Anyway, it's just one of those things where it's like it's kind of dumb almost, but it just comes in handy a lot of the time.
But you know, I have to tell you, I have Sketch, and then I also have Snagit. Right, and Snagit's a paid thing. You know, again, these are kind of like screen captures, and these are apps, you know, not extensions, so that you don't have to grab just the browser you're in. That's the thing with this.
Right.
With this one, right? It's just that instance of Chrome at that time. It'll kind of scroll. So I was actually trying to grab my extensions, you know, like my little images of my extensions, but I couldn't because it's outside the browser technically, right? But yeah, I have to tell you, I go back and forth. I mean, like I like Sketch because I can just grab the little icon and drag it to where I want it to go. But with Snagit, you have to actually save what you've grabbed as a, you know, give it a name, like as a JPEG or PNG or something. And then you have to, you know, so you have to know where you saved it, and you have to drag it. It doesn't just keep it. And then of course Sketch works with Evernote and creates a note of everything that you grab. So,
Sketch is more and more just built into Evernote. So, for example, if you have Evernote Premium, any image inside an Evernote note, you can just right-click it and then annotate the image, which opens up Sketch. You put a bunch of arrows, and then you close it, and the new image is in there.
That's right.
So it's hard to think of them as like standalone.
Yeah, they're good. The thing is, the Snagit has some other features that I like better. Like Sketch is a little you know, you have the arrows, the box, you know, you have like 2 or 3 things. The Snagit, you can do a lot more. You can add drop shadows. You can, you know, there's a lot more grabby arrows, different styles, and things like that. So it's a little bit more fancier. But
wasn't there like a maritime? There was like a maritime version of Snagit, right?
No.
About a crowded home.
I don't know what you mean.
Am I thinking of Full House with Bob Snagit?
You're not right. No.
We're working on that all day.
No, you have not.
Hey, let's talk about. So this are. I mean, I could talk about Chrome extensions all day. It's such a nerdy topic. If you're interested, check the link, the show note links.
Yeah. Well, we have to mention Mozbar is also amazing, and then I have Tag Assistant by Google, which checks your Google Analytics tagging.
Yeah.
You know, your code. So those are 2 others worth, you know, really worth mentioning. Right. And then, sorry, one last thing. I use. Is it still called Sidekick by HubSpot? Do you use that for like kind of like email tracking when people open your email?
Yeah, you know, I didn't. Yeah, it's on here. It's called Signals on here.
Signals, yeah. It used to be.
I've never used it. I don't use it. So that was one of the ones that I was interested in.
Yeah, it's. Oh, that's right. It was mentioned in the article. Yeah, they announced this right before Inbound this year, so I kind of got the free version, and it's It's cool. I like it. It's also creepy.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're better off not knowing.
It's all a little creepy.
It's all a little creepy.
Well, let's talk about the other part of this article, which I think is fun, and we can talk about that. And that is, what does Google know about you? So everyone out there realizes that Google knows a lot about you. They know what you're wearing. They know where you're wearing it. But besides that, what do they know about you? Well, they do collect a lot of data, and actually, you can get some of this data. There's a really great article, which I will pull up from the bowels of the internet.
Got it.
Here. Boom. Okay. And I'll show that out. And obviously this link's also in the show notes. You can check that out as well. And this page just indexes some of the pages that you can go to find your, for example, your Google search history. You can look at your profile to see what age, gender, and interests I think you have. Now, interests was I thought the most interesting one. Patti, before we were on, we
were comparing our interests.
We were comparing our interests. Both of us, Google is convinced that both of us are interested in reggaeton, the music that I most associate with this. Reggaeton! Bah! And then just what, like deep dub. That's what I associate.
Now, who doesn't like that?
Reggaeton!
I mean, really, who does not love that, right?
Who doesn't love that? Well, so Google apparently thinks that both of us are interested in reggaeton, and that explains why all the ads I see are reggaeton related.
Right.
But it's interesting because neither of us can really figure out why that is. Now, my guess is that we probably shared some sort of funny video.
Yes.
I think it's YouTube. It's got to be YouTube related.
Yep.
Speaking of, did you get my Lenny Kravitz lyrics? Lenny Kravitz.
I saw you. That was brilliant.
That was really fly. So I highly suggest. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know where that.
We'll leave that in the show notes as well, Pete. That needs to be seen. Not safe for work.
Lenny Kravitz fly lyrics, the one where he talks about being a dragonfly and eating the sun. The part where he eats the sun is probably the funniest part to me. So run out and watch that if you haven't seen that. That is one of the funnier videos I've ever seen on the internet. But so it's interesting. Google thinks. So what are the things that are on for you that Google thinks that you like? What are the things that were off?
It's pretty funny because it shows a list, and it's in alphabetical order, so it's not a prioritized list. But I have banking, Brazilian music, fitness, hair care. There you go. Of course, search engine optimization and marketing, which is totally cool. Superhero films. Recording industry, which I think is interesting, reggaeton, and primary and secondary schooling, K through 12, which is just weird. And again, these are what it's the interest that they have on our activity on Google, so that they can tailor their ads to us. So that's a little bit.
What about if you go to websites you've been to? Is it more accurate?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like a little bit weird.
You can search by your Google history, right? So that's search related, right? And activity on YouTube, I assume. And then they also have, it must also be like Google Plus, things you've liked, things like that. And then they have websites you visited, which are companies that have analytics or whatever installed, I assume. So is that, or cookies? Must be cookies. Right?
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, and it tells you that as much, so it's trying to kind of, create this profile for you.
Was the website one more accurate, less accurate?
Which website?
So on the ad settings, you can look at from your previous activity on Google.
Yeah, hold on. I have to look that up. I don't have that link right here. Wait. Which number is it?
To people. So here's where you set. Like you can do.
Oh, okay.
in Google or. Yeah, my action adventure films, absolutely true. Advertising marketing, yes. Comics, absolutely true. Electronics, yes. Fonts, yes. Games, yes. Graphic design, yes. Jobs, I'm not really interested in jobs.
Well, no, I have this too. I think this is. Oh, no, 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 it's different. Okay, yeah, I have jobs in there too. Go ahead.
Yeah, merchant services, payment systems, definitely. News, probably. Online video, I mean, I don't even know what that means. It's so broad. Pop music, not really. Rap and hip hop, uh, sort of. Rock music, I guess. Saskatchewan.
You do have Saskatchewan. I thought you were joking.
Oh no, Saskatchewan is the big question mark. You can see right here. I am interested in Saskatchewan. What website did I go to where I was like, tell me more about Saskatchewan? Shopping? Who's not interested in shopping? You can shop for anything. Social networks, TV and video, yep. Time and calendars. Yeah, I like calendar apps and stuff.
Yeah.
Urban and hip hop again.
Right.
Web design, web services. I think that's fairly accurate. But this one is less so. The I got reggaeton and makeup and cosmetics and celebrities, banking. I'm not really interested in that.
I have country music. That's a little weird.
Country music?
Yeah, country music, indie and alternative music. Office supplies.
That's cool. I don't even have.
I'm totally into office supplies.
I am. That's not even a joke. I go on websites and I look at stationery and stuff, and I don't even have that on my thing.
I know.
Get with the program. Get with the program, Google. Okay. 12:30, and I'm like getting kind of drunk a little bit.
Oh, you probably shouldn't do that. Do you have any calls to? See, that's the problem when you.
You what to do, Patti?
When you put it in a glass, you got to finish what's in the glass.
I know that's it's like the deal with the devil that I made.
Cheers, my friends.
So before I finish this, we'll just think. So if you caught us halfway, or you're just curious to see any of our past episodes, first of all, thank you for watching. Second of all, go to twofriendlynerds.com/hangout. That's twofriendlynerds.com/hangout, where you can catch up on all our past episodes, or just go on YouTube and type in SEO and IPA, so Google will know to show you ads about reggaeton, alcohol, and search marketing.
That's right.
I think that's it. You can join us back here, same bat time, same bat channel, Wednesday noon Eastern Standard Time. Check us out live. Follow me on Twitter at @2friendlynerds, and follow Patti on Twitter, which is at SEO Patti, SEOPATTI.
That's right.
Twitter. Patti, you're wonderful, as always. Wonderful person to spend the afternoon with.
Yes.
Everybody out there, thank you so much. As always, optimize responsibly.
Optimize responsibly.
Patti.
Cheers, my friends.
We got to work on your timing. I
have impeccable timing. Shut up.
I was like, optimize responsibly.
Optimize.
Optimize responsibly. And we will see you next week. Thank you, everyone. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, Patti.